Hey, welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. In this reading, we're going to be looking into what is your person thinking, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what's really going on with them now. We're going to be looking into the tarot, the oracle cards, my own oracle cards with the channeled messages. We're going to be pulling messages out of the bag, looking at the divination dice, and also the charms. So we have 3 sets of cards and charms today, and they're in these lovely gift boxes. So set of cards number 1 is the red box and the red crystal. Set of cards number 2 is the gold box and the yellow crystal. And set of cards number 3 is the blue box and the blue crystal. So take some time to tune into the energies and feel which box and which crystal resonates with you the most. You can pause the video right now, take a few deep breaths if you need to. I'll leave some quiet moments as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the red gift box and the red crystal. We're going to be looking into the tarot, the oracle cards. We have some charms in here as well. We're going to be looking at the divination dice and pulling messages out of the bag as well. So lots of messages are going to come through in this reading. So what is this person thinking and feeling? Well, they're definitely feeling stuck in some kind of way. We have the prison card. They're feeling stuck either mentally within their mind or within their life, within their circumstances in some kind of way. We do have the lovers. Sometimes that can be about making a choice between 2 people. You know, it doesn't have to resonate with all of you, but for some, they may be in another relationship where they feel stuck. There's the whip. So that's feeling controlled, feeling obligated in some kind of way. But like I said, it could be that they are mentally in a dark place. Everything's falling apart, which is very interesting. You could have gone through some kind of separation because maybe you grew tired of waiting for this person. We have the sorrow card with the lady and the letter. So maybe you received some kind of news from this person that made you feel a lot of sorrow, a lot of sadness. Maybe you had to go off on your own path. And this person is feeling a lot of heartbreak. They're feeling a lot of sadness because they are wanting to liberate themselves. They may have fears because you make them feel naked. You make them feel truly seen, truly vulnerable. They may have fears about their vulnerability and wearing their heart on their sleeve, but their love for you is very deep with the heart card here. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands as well. So they're wanting to come forward. They're wanting to express their emotions, but for whatever reason, they're feeling afraid to do that. There may be a lot of drama going on within their life, and it's not the right time for them to come forward. There's definitely an energy of them needing to release things which aren't serving them in order to make room energetically for this love, this connection with you to be able to come in. But right now it's like they're needing space to go inwards with the Hermit card. They are going inwards. They're slowly but surely having an awakening. The Hermit, you know, leaves everything behind. All he takes is the robes, the lantern and the staff, you know, and is basically, this person is going into their shadow side, healing themselves. Everything's falling apart. So this is creating a lot of upheaval for this person. So the things that are falling apart in this person's life are the things that aren't serving them. They need to be honest with themselves. They need to be honest with other people. You know, if there's third-party situations, they need to be honest about the need to move on. But they also need to be honest with you as well. I feel as though they've been having this head versus heart going on. I'm feeling like a Two of Swords kind of energy, where they've known for a while now that they need to make a important decision, but they didn't know what to do with that. Like, it scared them. They definitely have a comfort zone that they need to step out of because it's actually imprisoning them. But I'm seeing for a long while that they were kind of burying their head in the sand, putting off making a decision, and that was keeping you waiting. And they weren't truly being honest with themselves. And so this person's finding this transformation, this transition very difficult. They are having a heart awakening. The star represents messages from the divine, from their higher self. They are feeling a lot of passion. The Lovers, the Knight of Cups. You know, the Knight of Cups is the most romantic of all the knights. And the Knight of Wands. A part of them is wanting to rush in, but a part of them is feeling all of this sorrow, because this card reminds me of the Two of Wands as well, which normally shows them on the balcony. One of the wands is stuck to the balcony. But they're holding the other one. They want a passionate new beginning, but they're feeling stuck. It may literally be also to do with lockdown. There may be that there may be an ocean between you, or you live in different places. But definitely this person's struggling to take a risk and be open and vulnerable. Everything, they may be feeling like everything's falling apart between you, because they're overcome by this whip energy. They're overcome by their fears, rather than following their heart. And like I said, you may have needed to move on. Let's look into the divination dice next. What are they thinking? What are they feeling at this time? Yeah, wow, this is really relevant. This is the castle gate, and the drawbridge is down. Like, this person has had a lot of walls up, a lot of barriers, a lot of masks, but they're wanting to open up to you. They're wanting to open up the gates. They're wanting to let you in. This person, like I said, may have a lot of drama going on in their life, where they have to protect themselves. So it's difficult for this person to shift gears from being defensive and then being open with you. Spirit is saying there's someone that's trying to manipulate them. There's someone who's trying to manipulate their thoughts, maybe regarding your connection. Someone trying to interfere. Someone who's being abusive and trying to get this person to be codependent upon them. But this person is really wanting to let down their guard with you. They're wanting to take off their armor, open the gate, allow you in. So that's really relevant. What they're thinking and feeling at this time, please. The axe. So yeah, they know they have to cut the ties to things that aren't serving them. They have to fight for their freedom. This is like the Ace of Swords as well. They need to be open, authentic, true to themselves, true to you in terms of expressing their truth. Look, wow. There's prison, and I'm just noticing right next to the castle is someone chained up. So this person is feeling bound to some kind of toxic situation or toxic thought patterns that are holding them back. They know they have to cut the chains. Wow. The axe to cut the chains. They know they have to free themselves. And for some, they are freeing themselves. This is what they're going through right now. So, yeah, this is like dramatic for them. Look, there's the whip there as well. Wow. And look, interestingly, the whip has the same, like, image as that. So, yeah, to me, this is saying they're feeling very panicked at this time. They're feeling as though their comfort zone is falling away, but they know they need to get rid of that, because it's keeping them in prison, stuck in that tower, basically. Wow, yeah, prison. They're in a tower. The tower is crumbling. The tower moment is happening, but the tower is always a blessing in disguise. It means that we've built something on a false foundation, or we're not really being true to ourselves, but it's a comfort zone. And when it crumbles, it's to make way for us to rebuild our life out in the open, out in the truth, being honest with ourselves. So, wow. Let's pull some messages out of the bag next. What are they thinking and feeling at this time? Heaven on earth. They see you as heaven on earth. They're thinking about you all the time, is what I'm feeling, because they felt stuck for a long time, but they may have got caught up in a form of escapism by thinking about you, daydreaming about you, fantasizing about you from afar. It may have really been helping them to get away from all this trauma and drama that's going on internally and externally. You may be the one that's given them the strength to love themselves more and choose love over fear, and open up and be able to cut the ties to things that aren't serving them. There's two messages here. Karma to settle. So yeah, karmic situations and expectations. Wow. So you may have had some expectations about them coming forward, expressing their feelings, committing to you, but this person felt as though they had karma to settle first, and they have. That could be with someone else. Or, not necessarily another person. It could be anything which was making them feel stuck. And you may have had karma with each other to settle, about releasing expectations and going with the flow a lot more, even though that sounds really frustrating. And even though a lot of you have probably been trying to do that and you have released expectations, but there's definitely some kind of karmic lesson to do with that. This person may feel like you have expectations that they can't live up to, or they're struggling to live up to, disheartened. So this person felt disheartened, or maybe you felt disheartened and walked away. But they may have felt as though they couldn't free themselves from this prison, whatever that prison represents, and therefore they may have for a while decided to sort of give up on your connection and just settle for whatever sorrow, unhappiness that they were living in, because it felt like such a struggle. But everything is falling apart in terms of there is a tower moment, and it is because transformation is occurring. So let's look into the charms which came out. Okay, so we have I'm fine with a gravestone, which kind of implies they're not fine. This is like the death card. So transformation is occurring, endings of the old, new beginnings. This may be someone who struggles to ask for help or receive help from others. So they're putting on a brave face. Or this could be if they are in another relationship for a long time. They've maybe felt as though it's been the end of the relationship in terms of emotionally, like they're not feeling the love for that person anymore, but they may have just been pretending that everything's fine for a long time because they've been afraid to be honest and come out of the comfort zone of that relationship by basically ending it. So this person, they may be someone who it's kind of like getting blood from a stone when it comes to them expressing their emotions. I feel as though, look, Wonder Woman, you've been trying to get the truth from this person. You just want and need them to be their true self, let you know where you stand, basically, because you felt up in the air. This person may have been hot and cold. You may have felt as though this person was making progress in terms of getting their life in order so they can come forward and commit to you, but then they may have taken a step back. So, you know, 1 step forward, 2 step back, something like that. And I feel this is to do with that expectation message. You are expecting them to be their true self. And I feel like they didn't feel ready at the time. They felt like they were still stuck in that prison. And so you may, because she's got a letter here, you may have received some sort of communication from this person saying they've either got to stay in their relationship or they can't be with you. But it's because they felt rushed into it, even though that may seem like really ridiculous to you. If things have been taking ages and this has been going on for a long time, you know, when push came to shove, they ran back to their comfort zone because they didn't feel ready. But it wasn't a reflection of how they felt about you, because in truth, they feel this deep love. It's just so many struggles, a lot of karma to settle. So yeah, we have the cactus that says, don't be a prick. So, yeah, this person, they may have hurt you with their words or their actions. But it was a defense mechanism, just like the cactus has all these spines in order to protect themselves, because they live in and grow in very harsh conditions. And so there's been like a drought, you know, like in a desert, there's a drought. But for this person, it's like there's been a drought in terms of love. The love has dried up within their relationship or in their current life, or they don't know how to love themselves. So, you know, they're very stingy perhaps with expressing their emotions. You know, it may have come across in that kind of way. Or you may have felt like the love has dried up within your connection, but this person is just really trying to protect themselves. But they are stronger than what they realise. But yeah, they're going through a lot of harsh conditions. I feel like don't be a prick relates to this one as well, where it says, fuck you, I do what I want. So yeah, so there may have been some kind of argument, or they may have felt as though you were trying to rush them into making a decision or coming forward and making a commitment. And like I said, when push came to shove, they ran away. But they want to talk to you now. They want to communicate their truth with the lips. They may be feeling a lot of passion. You know, maybe you had some kind of flirtation going on, but then they weren't committing. Or maybe you were the lovers. Maybe you had that sexual union, but then they weren't committing because they were like, I can't because I'm with someone else, or we're long distance, so it's not going to work out. But yeah, just peachy, you know, this reminds me of a rear end. And so, yeah, they may have been happy to just kind of keep things physical and about flirtation, even though deep down they feel much deeper feelings for you than that. They're afraid of this transition. Afraid of taking a leap of faith. And the final charm is this skull here. So this is like the death card. So it's transformation. It's the ending of the old in order for new beginnings to occur. So this transformation, this transition is occurring whether this person likes it or not. They have to release their comfort zone. So please check out my meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. It's a really powerful meditation that really helps you to heal any pattern of perhaps attracting emotionally unavailable people. So it's really powerful in helping you to understand why you may have subconsciously and energetically been attracting people who have difficulties truly being there for you, or expressing their emotions, or committing. So when you shift out of that, you become this deep self-love. You know your worth. You know you deserve the best. You no longer chase after that love externally or seek out, love, validation, approval externally. You have that deep, profound self-love. And then, because of the law of attraction, whatever energy we are on the inside is what reflects back to us on the outside. So with the You Deserve Love meditation, I really help you to understand why you may have these energetic blocks when it comes to receiving the love that you deserve. I help you to clear those out and really enable yourself to receive a relationship that is for your highest good. So it can potentially heal this connection if it is part of your soul contract to be with this person. If not, it can help you to release this a lot more easily than you may realize, because energetically you're going to shift, and therefore you'll shift out of alignment with this. You will know that you deserve the best, and then you will attract the person who is for your highest good, your true soulmate, the person who will want a commitment just as much as you do, who will be able to express their emotions, who will be there for you, who will be dependable and, really love you, appreciate you, all things like that. So that's called You Deserve Great Love, How to Attract Your Ultimate Soulmate. So please check that out. I have a lot of good reviews about that on my website as well. All the details are below this video in the description box. And please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate it, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the gold gift box and the yellow crystal. So we're going to be looking into the tarot cards, the oracle cards, the charms, the divination dice, and we're also going to be pulling messages from the bag. So a lot of messages are going to come out about how does this person feel about you, what are they thinking at this current moment. So what are they thinking? So I'm seeing a lot of blue here, which is the throat chakra, and there's the letter card. So this person is thinking about communicating to you, thinking about expressing their love, coming forward with the truth. There has been some difficulties within your connection, I'm seeing, because there's the clouds, there's I'm in a dark place, and there's the melancholy card as well. So, but we also have things will change very soon for the positive. So, and this is the blue, the throat chakra. So the things that will change within this connection is they will be much more open to communicating. We had the Ace of Pentacles, so they want to come forward with an offer. They want to go through that gateway, the new beginning with you. A new door of opportunity is opening up between you. So yeah, the clouds. I'm in a dark place and melancholy. I'm getting the sense that this person has been slow to progress when it comes to coming forward, stepping up, committing, expressing their emotions. I'm in a dark place, and clouds is really saying to me that this person has a lot of negative sort of thoughts going on. They may have some drama going on externally as well as on the inside as well. So this person could be going through the dark night of the soul, or they have a poor self-image. They may have left you out in the cold, and then they're feeling a lot of panic, a lot of worry. This person is feeling deeply sorry and regretful for making you feel this melancholy, making you feel left all alone and abandoned kind of thing. We have the reunion card. So again, this person wants to come forward and have that commitment, deepen your connection. You may be hearing some form of apology or communication from this person. 7 of Swords. Okay, so this person You know, it's the Seven of Swords in the corner. This person may have run away, you know. When it came to making this commitment, stepping up, they may have bolted, you know. They may have been building themselves up to do that, but then it's like their thoughts talked them out of taking that leap of faith. This one is the King of Wands. So this person needs to work on their self-esteem and be in an emotionally balanced place. They may have a lot of chaos and turmoil going on in their external life, but that will be a reflection of what's going on internally within them. There's the Wheel of Fortune. This person wants your connection, your relationship to progress forward in a positive way. They want to get off the karmic wheel. Look, someone's falling off the wheel when the wheel's turning. They want you to be like the king and queen here. The union, the reunion, the happy relationship. They want you to conquer any difficulties that's been going on in your relationship. But deep down, this person's always had a fear that, you know, things aren't going to work out. They may have this belief that you're better than them. They may have put you on a pedestal. And they don't feel good enough. But there's so many like messages here about communication coming in, the offer, the brand new beginning. The Pentacles are a tangible new beginning, something fully grounded. I feel like this person, they may have been hot and cold with you. They may have been hinting at their feelings or making false promises, but they weren't delivering on those promises in the past because of fear. I'm feeling this person, they really wanted to follow through with those promises, but they just didn't feel as though they had what it took to be a good provider. And this person may have known that they had a lot of insecurities, and therefore it was making the prospect of this relationship insecure. You know, if they come into the relationship and they're really off balance, they had this knowing that they could potentially destroy your relationship and make it crumble, like the Tower moment. So a lot of fears. Yeah, and I'm noticing in this Clouds card there is like a tower, but it looks like a ruin. Like the tower is crumbling. They're trying to let down their walls, open up, let you in, express their feelings. So you may be receiving some kind of message from them, or they're really thinking right now about how they can come forward, how they can message you, how they can explain what's going on, what happened in the past. They may be worried that you're not going to be open and receptive to them. They're in a dark place because they're really worried that you will shut them off now and that they've missed their chance with you. So let's look at the divination dice, what they're thinking and feeling right now. Wow, this one keeps coming out. In the past two readings, this one has come out. So this is the divine gateway. They're thinking that they want to go through that doorway, which was on this Ace of Pentacles as well, into that brand new tangible beginning. And this looks like paradise here. They feel like you are the connection to the divine. You know, you are the bridge to the divine to them. They feel heaven on earth when they are with you. They feel that this connection is so out of this world. This person may have found it easier to stay in some kind of situationship because they feel that you are very connected on other dimensions as well, because we are multi-dimensional, and so we exist in all these different dimensions all at the same time. So they may have been feeling this telepathic bond. They can feel how you feel. They know what you're thinking. Spirit is saying they knew what your expectations were and they didn't feel as though they could live up to that. And so they were giving you promises for the future, and they did hope to follow through, and they still hope to follow through with those promises, but they may have been a little bit cheeky. They may have been a little bit dishonest in terms of making out that they were more ready for those things right now than what they really were. And it's because they could feel that you were getting impatient with them. They were afraid that you were going to leave them behind if they couldn't deliver on what you were wanting. And so they were just trying to bide their time. They were just, you know, giving you promises, talking about the future all the time because they wanted that. But they didn't feel ready at the time. And this may be why some of you may have gone into a separation. Like, you may have realized that they were just spinning you a yarn, or, you know, they weren't fully ready, and they kept keeping you waiting, kind of thing. But they are thinking about taking that leap, really going through this new beginning, the new doorway of opportunity between you both, the reunion. What they're thinking and feeling. The well. So this is about deep emotions. They're thinking about how deeply they love you, how deep this connection runs, you know, like I said, on all these different dimensions. They know that you're soulmates. They know that you're soul family. They know you've been connected in other lifetimes. They feel so deeply for you. Now they've just got to put that bucket in the well and bring up some of those emotions to express that to you, because that could be like the Ace of Cups. They need to express that feeling, that truth to you, and they're really wanting to do that. They're really wanting to deepen your connection, really go deep. The book. Okay, so again, they want to be an open book to you. They may feel a little bit foolish because you can see into them, you can read them like an open book, and that makes them feel naked and vulnerable. No one's ever been able to see through their masks and their walls like you do. This could be the book of secrets. You know, they want to open up again and share how they feel. They feel as though, you know, this is the Akashic records. They feel as though you've shared many experiences with each other in other lifetimes. Okay, so let's pull some messages from the bag. What they're thinking and feeling at this time. The longing is too painful. So they're feeling a lot of this melancholy because they're wanting the reunion. It's so painful to be apart. But they have these fears that if they get close, then you're not going to like the real them. And they feel as though when they're at a distance, they can kind of manipulate how you perceive them a little bit more. Because they're trying to come across in a good light, but you're seeing right through that, and you know, you just really need them to be their true self and open and vulnerable. But it's like they don't fully understand that, or they haven't understood that for a long time. But yeah, they're really longing for you. I feel like they have some fears about how much they feel for you, you know, just in case it doesn't work out. And then they'd be like totally heartbroken. So they've been very cautious in that way. But it's like that they're thinking and feeling that the longing is too painful at this time. So that is why they are wanting to reach out, and they're thinking about that. Oh my God, look, I feel too much for you. That's just what I was saying. And that scares them, how much they feel for you in case, you know, it doesn't work out. Or, you know, I feel like this person has been used and abused in the past because they are a highly sensitive person. They may have worn their heart on their sleeve in the past. This person's very romantic. They have a high regard when it comes to love and relationships. And so I feel like people have used and abused that power over this person. And this person is just afraid of that happening again within your connection. They may have felt like they felt too much for you. It was too painful, the longing that they felt. So they may have tried to run away and kind of run away from that pain and you, in order to try and feel some respite from that deep longing. Expectation. So yeah, they may have felt as though, or they could feel that you had certain expectations of them that they didn't feel that they could live up to. You know, the expectations is over the card which says I'm in a dark place. So they felt like they weren't in the right place to be able to give you that offer in the past. But now it's like they're afraid of losing you, that it's really like spurred them on to just take a leap of faith. Inner child wounds. So they want you to know that this isn't personal. If they, struggled to come forward, it wasn't because they didn't love you, it's because they're inner child wounds. It's because they didn't feel good enough, ultimately. And you need to trust that. Trust that it was a reflection of them and not of you. So let's look into the charms which came out. Man cave. So yeah, this is someone who definitely felt safer isolating themselves. So this may be a case of someone who was communicating to you through social media, but then they weren't meeting up with you in real life. That's just one example. Or they could meet up with you, but then they weren't really revealing their true feelings. They're in a dark place, they're in the clouds, so they're in a lot of negative thoughts. And this is what the man cave represents, them going inwards, them trying to problem solve, them thinking about the things that are making them unhappy and depressed in their life. It's like they need their personal space in order to heal these things. And so that's why they weren't fully available to you. We have, interestingly, shit happens and bullshit remover. So, yeah, they're in a dark place because their fears basically overcame them and it caused them to kind of bullshit. And this could, represent the mask or, those false promises that they wanted to follow through with, but they weren't. Interestingly, this charm has come out, which is a book, which says, wow, secret love book. So they may have kept their feelings secret. They may be a secret admirer, or they may have kept your connection secret because I feel like they were afraid of things not working out and other people seeing the failure of your connection and then feeling foolish in front of a crowd or something like that. So they may have been bullshitting people and saying that they didn't feel this way for you. But wow, secret love, they want to bring it out in the open because, a secret book or a diary, often has a lock on it. But this is an open book. They want to bring your connection out in the open. Or if they're a secret admirer, they want to express and admit their feelings for you. So they're trying to remove the bullshit, with the toilet roll and this detergent. They're trying to be their true selves, basically, be authentic, open up rather than bullshitting, through hiding, through running away, through false promises. They really want to make a true commitment. There's the Wheel of Fortune. They want a positive new beginning. They want to step off the karmic wheel because your connection may have been going in circles in certain ways, in an unhealthy dynamic. But they want that Wheel of Fortune, which came out in the cards as well. Positive new beginning. Really taking action rather than just it being all talk and no action. They really want to do things right now. Yeah, wow. There's the lemon with slightly bitter written on it. So they know that you're bitter a little bit because of what's happened, because they were just taking forever. And, you know, there may have been, for some of you, a circumstance where they were taking forever as it is. And then you may have been like, either given them an ultimatum, or they just knew it was the time to actually take action, and then they may have run away. And then you were just like, sod this, you know, and it may have made you realize that this person was all talk, no action. So you have some bitterness about that, and they may be fearful that you're not going to be open and receptive when they communicate to you. So they're problem solving right now. That's why they're in their man cave. They're trying to figure out how to apologize, how to give you an explanation, how to make things work between you both. Because we have the I love you to the moon and back. So yeah, the moon is the shadow energy. It's the fear of the unknown. This person has to go inwards, and that's what they're doing right now in the man cave. They're going inwards, they're removing the bullshit, they're being their true self. Yeah, the moon is about illusions. You know, they have to come out, they have to just be their true self. I love you to the moon and back. Their feelings for you are very intense, especially as we have the I love you heart locket as well. Lockets represent people who are close to a person's heart, often have photos of their loved ones in here. So this person, they're holding you very dear to their heart. And they may be reminiscing about the past, they may be looking at old photos, but again, they need to open up their feelings, not keep their heart closed. They need to express this. The final charm is Cinderella pumpkin. So interestingly, this obviously reminds me of Cinderella. You know, Cinderella runs away when it comes to midnight. You know, Cinderella doesn't feel good enough basically for the prince, because, you know, this may represent this person was trying to make out that they're more confident or they're more capable than what they really felt, or they were worried about how they appeared to you. But then they were like, if you got too close, the spell would be broken, and you would see that they were in a dark place, that they were depressed, that, you know, they were bullshitting, you know, like how the fairy godmother gives her the beautiful dress and a tiara and all things like that. You know, they're worried that if you get too close, you're going to see who they really are beyond the pretense that they were trying to put forward to you. And so they run away, just like Cinderella did. So please check out my meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. It's really powerful at helping you to understand why you may have subconsciously and energetically been attracting emotionally unavailable people. You may have a pattern of that in your past, and it can help you to understand why this dynamic may be going on within this connection. So it can really help you understand that, and therefore shift your vibration, heal those blocks, come into a vibration where you truly know that you deserve the best. You are in a place of deep self-love. You're no longer looking for love or validation or approval outside of yourself. You've healed those inner child wounds, and when we shift our energy on the inside, it reflects back to us. So I help you to understand why this may be reflecting back to you, this current circumstance within this connection. I help you to come into a higher vibration where you truly know that you deserve someone who can be there for you, open up to you, who isn't afraid of commitment, all things like that. And that is what you manifest into your reality. So potentially it can really help you to heal this connection if it's a part of your soul contract to be with this person. If not, it will get you into the right vibration to attract the person who is for your highest good, who you will be happy with, who will be able to have a commitment, express themselves, be completely dependable. So that is called You Deserve Great Love, How to Attract Your Ultimate Soulmate. And I've got really great reviews on that on my website. So please check that out. All the details for that are below this video in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate it. And I'll move on to the next set of cards. So this is set of cards number 3, and you've chosen the blue gift box and the blue crystal. So how does this person feel about you, what they're thinking and feeling, you know, current thoughts, current feelings. We're going to be looking into the tarot cards, the oracle cards, the charms, the divination dice, and pulling messages from the bag. So a lot of information is going to come through in this reading. Wow, so if you have chosen set of cards number 3, then congratulations, because I'm really seeing this is the most positive of all the 3 sets of cards. What is this person thinking? They're thinking about commitment. We have the ring. The dog is loyalty, and the dog is also the 10 of Cups. Which is the happy relationship, having it all. They're thinking about how to get closer to you, how to create the amazing relationship, the family, the home life. You know, they're wanting to take your commitment to a deeper level. You know, this, for some of you, this could be someone that you're already with. They may be thinking about proposing to you. You know, if you're not with this person, they do want this commitment. Wow, we have letter as well. They want to express their feelings. They may want to write you a poem. They may, you know, really want to get deep when it comes to their emotions. They may want to come forward with an explanation, because for some of you there may be difficulties that have happened here. For some of you there may have been some kind of separation. This card is called Sighs. It's almost like the 5 of Cups, where things have kind of fallen apart, but there's still hope here. They're wanting a rebirth. You know, they may have disappointed you in the past. They're feeling really upset because, you know, they want this commitment. There may be like a long distance between you for some of you, or this person could literally have been going through a lot of difficulties in their own life, but they're overcoming that. They're mourning the loss of someone or something. They may have gone through a death in the family or something like that for some of them. But then it's like they're moving to the next chapter. The 10 of Pentacles. Again, this is a tangible relationship. This person wants to be a good provider. They want to make the relationship happen, the commitment. This almost looks like a marriage as well. And wow, we have the Hierophant, which is often the marriage card. But this is someone who sees you as their soulmate. There's a deep spiritual bond here, and they're dedicated to the divine, the path that is bringing you both together. So, you know, for some it could be they were in another relationship and they've said goodbye to that, and it is difficult, but they want to be loyal to you. There's the Ace of Wands. So yeah, passionate new beginning, coming forward, expressing themselves, wanting to be intimate, close on all levels, like emotionally, in terms of discussion, in terms of like physically, a lot of affection, making love, things like that. I'm taking a chance. So yeah, there may have been an issue in the past where this person was afraid to take a chance, afraid to take a leap of faith. Maybe for some, they were already in another commitment and it was a huge risk, you know, letting that go in order to be with you. But they're taking a chance. They're going to be reaching out with an offer, wanting to take the commitment further. We are meant to be. So yeah, they see you as their soulmate or their twin flame. They see that you are meant to be together. So they're going to be sending you love letter. I'm noticing the bouquet of flowers as well, and the rose here. Coming forward with an an offer, coming forward with an apology, communication, making things happen, taking action on promises, really delivering on promises, really, really positive energy. I feel like this is something that is meant to be, like it's part of the soul contract. So there's a lot of movement now, things just flowing much more easily, things falling into place finally for some of you. For some of you, this is a long time coming. So amazing energies, really uplifting, high vibrational energies here. So let's look into the divination dice. What are they thinking and feeling at this time? The snake. That's really interesting. The Moses basket. The cactus. Wow. So more information is coming through about the shadow aspects, the fears, the blocks through these. So there's the snake, the Moses basket, and the cactus. So this person wants a rebirth, a new beginning. They may be thinking about settling down now. I hate that word, but they're thinking about getting serious, basically. So you may have met this person, and in the past, they weren't ready for a true commitment. They may not have been ready to let go of their their singleness, bachelorhood. Oh my god. Yeah, they may have been afraid of like a full-on commitment, like they just weren't ready for marriage at that time. But now, something like really dramatic may have happened in their life that's caused them to really reprioritize and really think, oh my God, I can't take you for granted anymore. Some things made them realize that they were taking you for granted, or they were just taking too long. They were prioritizing the wrong kind of things. But now it's time to wise up. Now it's time to grow up and be serious. So yeah, the snake energy, they may have been tempted by other things or other people in the past. But, they've run a few laps, and then they've realized they don't want anyone or anything other than you now. Yeah, they may have had defenses up with a cactus. The cactus has all the spines to protect itself. The cactus lives in harsh conditions. It survives in harsh conditions. This person is letting down their walls, letting down their guard. This is saying that your relationship has endured tough times. Always be self-loving to yourself, though. Don't put up with things you shouldn't from anyone. But yeah, you may have had to let this person go because they had addictions or temptations, or they weren't ready to commit. They've been childlike or childish in the past. So you may have had to let them go. But this is like the 5 of Cups, which normally shows 3 cups that are spilt over, things that have been lost, things that are over. But then there's 2 cups standing upright behind the person. So it's saying a potential for the relationship to work out in the end, and there be a happy, balanced relationship. So this person is thinking about this commitment now, thinking seriously, taking a chance, realizing that you're meant to be, so they shouldn't be like fooling around with your connection. They need to take it seriously. So let's look at the messages from the bag. What are they thinking and feeling? What's been going on here? Intimidated. Wow. Okay, so this person was intimidated by your connection, intimidated maybe by the thought of like a forever kind of commitment. This person, Spirit is saying, has had other relationship in the past where they totally like lost themselves in the relationship. They lost who they truly are. And then when they came out of the relationship, they realized how much they had given up their true self, and that scared them. The realization of that scared them. And so they may have become overly independent. They may have had a fear of committing and losing themselves. And so, you know, for some, maybe they were kind of dating around and feeling intimidated about a lifelong commitment. But they're realizing that their intimidation is ultimately what's led to some kind of loss with you, or could potentially mean losing you, and they don't want that. You know, this could have been someone that was like telling you that you're the one and one day you'll be together, but you know, it's not the right time yet. And they may have been stringing you along a little bit, and you got tired of that, you walked away, and then they're thinking, right now, we are meant to be. I better not fool around with this connection and stop taking it for granted. Yeah, they're envious of everyone around you. So some of you took distance. Some of you may be in another relationship now, or some of you just maybe, you know, you've turned your back on this person, and now they're envious that other people are with you or close to you or are spending time with you, because they want to be next to you. You know, they want to be by your side. They want to be the one that means the most to you. So this person may be looking at your social media or just seeing you with other people, and they're feeling very envious of that. They want you back. They want you by their side. Childish. Yeah, wow. That's what that Moses basket was about. They were being childish in the past. They were fearing commitment. But now they're taking a chance. All these cards about commitment, the ring, 10 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Rebel. So yeah, this person was being childish. They were rebelling the connection. They were like, you're stuck on me. You want to be with me so much that I can kind of just do what I want because you're still going to be there for me. They were kind of rebelling. They were definitely taking you for granted in the past. You know, playing with the connection, playing with you, playing with your emotions. Very childish. You know, you may have met this person when they were young, or they may still be young, or they were just childish at heart. But now they've, you know, they played with your feelings or played mind games too much that you were like, sod this. You walked away, and they weren't expecting that, and that's kind of shocked them into realizing that they were being out of order. So they're wanting to make amends. So let's look into the charms which came out for you. Wow, so we have storms don't last forever. And we have this is a positive sign. So things are moving forward in a much more positive way. The ending is coming back into a reconciliation. Hey, Bubby, okay? Was there a knock at the door or anything? Oh, did it? I'm nearly finished here. So I'll be finished in about 10 minutes, okay?
What's my idea?
I don't know. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is a positive sign. Storms don't last forever. The rainbow is like the healing of the energies within this connection. So So for some of them, they may have been shy with the hedgehog. It's got rosy cheeks. They roll up into a ball. A socially shy creatures. This person, it may have seemed like a very big challenge for them to be open and vulnerable. And so they're kind of just burying their head in the sand for a long time, maybe giving you false promises, but they were wanting to move forward with those promises, but they just didn't feel like they had the courage to do so, or they didn't feel good enough. But this person definitely sees you as their twin flame. The two cats here are like the yin and yang, if it will focus. The yin and the yang, they want to embrace you. They want this embrace. It's like the sun and the moon here on them as well. So it's basically this person's fears were getting in the way, and childishness. They may have been naive. They may be someone that's young, and they may not have realized how meaningful this connection was, like initially. So they may have just sort of not taken it that seriously, or not taking you that seriously. But now they're having regrets, and they're realizing that they've been foolish. And wow, we have a ring in here as well. So commitment, engagement, taking your connection to the next level, actually delivering on those promises, feeling that you have like an eternal bond. This could be your twin flame with that yin and yang as well. Yeah, wow, the shell. Someone has been in their shell, just like the hedgehog. They've had fears of opening up, expressing their true feelings. Then, ironically, they may have tried to make out that they're a good catch by flirting with other people, or maybe even being with other people. Childish things like that, mind games. But I feel like this is how this person has just learned from other people, other experiences, how to conduct themselves in relationships. And they're realizing that, that is not the way to go with you. They can't play around with this, because we have this trumpet or whatever it is here, and it's about the judgment card. So it's like a wake-up call, an awakening, an epiphany, a rebirth, rising up into the truth, raising their vibration, doing things right, a soul calling, committing more to this divine path, committing more to you. And then we have the heart key. So they feel that you are the key to their heart. You are so dear to them, and they realize they need to start acting on it, rather than it just being all talk and no action. So please check out my meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. It's a really powerful meditation to help you heal any patterns of attracting emotionally unavailable people, or attracting situationships that don't seem to get off the ground. I really help you to understand why subconsciously or energetically you may have been attracting this kind of dynamic, where someone or several people, maybe in the past as well, have not been able to commit, have not been able to express their emotions, where they feel these deep feelings for you, but there's always been like this block to them actually coming forward and doing things right. So I help you to understand why that's happened, or why that's happening, and I help you to really shift out of that, clear out that block, change your vibration into truly having deep self-love, knowing your worth, knowing you deserve the best, no longer looking outside of self for love, approval, validation, really knowing your worth. Because as within, so without, due to the law of attraction, whatever energy you are on the inside is what is going to reflect back to you on the outside. So I really help you shift into the right vibration to be able to attract the relationship that you truly want and truly deserve. Someone who is there for you, someone who expresses their emotions, they take action, You know, they don't beat around the bush, they just go for what they want. So this can potentially transform this connection and help heal it if you are supposed to be with this person due to your soul contract. If not, it will help you align with the person who is right for you, who will be there, be dependable, give you all the things that you deserve and that you truly desire. So it's a really powerful meditation, and I've got really amazing feedback and reviews about that on my website. So please check it out. All the details are below this video in the description box. And please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.